Okay, so let's set up a virtual classroom. It's very, very easy. To do anything to do with the setup or enrolling participants in a virtual classroom, you need to go into CAMS, which is just here, managing courses. So we'll click on it. I'll log in. Alright, so I want to add a course, so I go to add a course. I'll just leave all the default settings there. I don't have any option to change them anyway. And I'll write in the title of my course. Now, if you're setting up a course for your class, I've found it best to set it up called your school name. So I'm going to write Marsden State High School, year 10 maths. Whoops. And the description just helps you find it, so you can copy and paste it into there. If you're setting up for a teacher course, for example, if I want to set up a department one, I might pull that. And like I said, the description is just to help find it if it's lost. So I'm going to add into the description the name, because I'll remember to search for that. Okay, so here's where you select all your settings. Is it for staff or school? Either way, it doesn't much matter. Type. What are you doing? Most of us will be doing a student unit or course, so you can click that. If it's an adult, if it's a department one, you might want to click adult learning course. Of course, it just helps to find it later on. It doesn't mean very much at all. It'll be a facilitated either course that you do. The maximum duration you can have for a course is 4 years, so we're going to put the maximum because I don't want it to expire after a year. And course expiry I'm going to put in about 4 years time. So let's have a look. June 2013. Actually, I have a feeling it has to be 3 years. So June 2014, June 2015. We'll put June 2016. What are we, 19? Next. Now, currently I'm the owner of this course. You will be the owner of your course. If you want to add other owners, for example, if there's 5 of you teaching Year 9 Maths, you might want to put all the people that are teaching it as owners. Or you can add all the teachers as facilitators. It doesn't much matter. The difference between the two is that as an owner, you'll be asked to renew the course. You can get rid of it if you want to. Not that you'd want to. And as I learnt today from Michelle, thanks Michelle, you can add teachers as facilitators to the course. As the facilitator, you can't do that. You can only add kids or teachers as participants. So, whoops, I'll just pop back. If you're doing a department virtual classroom, then you need to add all of your teachers in now. So you go through, you click on select, and you go through and you add them. So I'll add Paul Capella. It'll find them. Now this will search within your school. When you're setting out like this, you can't add people external to the school, kids or teachers. If you want to, they can be added quite easily. You just need to ring Learning Place. So if you ring up Learning Place and you say, I want to add John Smith from whatever state high school, if you know their code, it's better. So if you know this logon code, it's better. But if you don't, they can search for them and they can add them onto your course. But most of you won't need to do that, because if you have a departmental folder, virtual classroom, sorry, or Blackboard course, then you'll only need teachers from your school in it. If you're adding a student or you're making up a student course, then you're only going to enroll kids from your school, obviously. So this just tells us some of the details that we've put in so far. They're all right. I want to create it, and that's it. It takes about 20 seconds to set up a course when you do it. with all your facilitators in it, but now it's just set up, so it's just the shell of what it could be. You haven't actually added any students to this course. If it's a department course, then you're pretty much finished. It takes about 5 minutes for Learning Place to sort it all out and get it up there ready for you to find. If you're adding if this is a student course, so a student virtual classroom for one of your classes, then you need to add participants at this stage. Now you can do this two ways. You can either add them one by one, or you can bulk enroll them. So we want to enroll people. Let's click on enroll. Now I've found, after doing it in a number of ways, the easiest way for me is just to have my class list sitting there and go through the class list from A to whatever it goes to and find the kids that way. So if I put in all family names in my school starting with A, it'll list them all, and I've found just searching for them and clicking them over is just as long as bulk enrolling them. So you can either do it that way, and you might click add a kid, okay, and then you go through and you do all your B's and you add all your B's. Now once this student is added to the course, you want to actually add them to it. So you found them, now you want to add them, and then once you're here, and this is a bit that I often forget to do, you have to confirm them. Here it says pending authorization. You want it to say confirmed, so you go through and you can confirm them. Now if you have used this, so there I've got a student, or I might have 20 students in my class. They're all current, which means that they'll be attached to the course, and when it's put onto your Learning Place, they'll have it visible to them as well. If you, for example, had a teacher there that you enrolled late, so they might be a new teacher to the school, you can just do exactly the same thing as I've just done. Then you can select them and you can upgrade them to a facilitator straight from this page, so you don't actually have to go in and edit the core being of your course. Once you've done that, you're done. They're enrolled. You can choose to send them an email if you like, but once they're confirmed, they're in the course, and it is as simple as that. Now you might want to go back and start this again and play it, pause it, do it, so actually enroll your participants. And if you've got any questions at all, just email me.